So that building is that high school now. Yeah.
Good firewood too.
It's nice.
Where do you get your firewood? Just from your trees that you're
Just
taking?
from the trees, but we go up that mountain.
My name is Lavonna George. We're here in Oak Spring, Arizona, 10 miles north of Red Valley. And this is my grandfather's land. It used to be, his name is Lashche Daga, and it was passed down to my mother, Myrtle George Garninez, and she and my father, William George, which was a Navajo code talker, we farmed this land, and we had a lot of water then. About 20 years ago, we harvest corn, white Indian corn, blue corn, yellow corn. We planted melons. We planted all types of melon, all types of squash, beans, and we also had alfalfa growing. And my grandfather's specialty was sugar cane and cabbage, which when he harvested this place, he was exchanging for meat. People brought meat from over the Kajige Mountain, Carrizo Mountain, from Tisna's Bus, and he bartered with the Navajos. He got meat and exchanged them with fresh vegetables. And we also have an orchard which produce peaches, apricot, and apples. Those were also bartered with other Navajos that brought meat, sheep or deer meat. And so we farmed here as I grew up with my mother and father. We planted a lot of the same vegetables and had the same orchard. And as the years passed, the place started drying out, and we did less and less farming, but we tried to keep farming. We farm from runoff from water, from the mountain or from the rain runoff. So our land is 11.5 acres, and we have a small orchard down below. We have a Navajo oven to make steamed corn also. And my future plan is we planted more species, more apricots, more peaches, more different variety of apples. We planted blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, grapes. We like to add more species, so we planted snow peas, some shrubs, to blackberry shrubs. There was some extra species that we planted, and we ordered more trees to plant on our property. I'm trying to make a food forest on our property. But the water part, we have a small well. It's so small that we have to carry buckets of water just to irrigate our plants. And so we're working on the well also, and we like to have a solar pump or some type of way to siphon that water on our property so I can do drip irrigation and continue to water my food forest. And also with the trees that I'm planting, my future, something that I would like to see on the land is a swell, and start planting from large canopy trees to all the way to root crops. So that's my other plan, is to have a swell on our property. Since our land is so dry, we're trying to find a natural way to regenerate our well. So that's where we're going to be working on a check dam also, and trying to slow down the water because of the wash is eroding our land, and that's another problem and issue that we have on our property. So those are some of the things that I like to do on our land, just to keep this land going through the generation. There's 4 generations after me. I like to continue to teach them and provides sustainability with the younger generation, and teach them what I've learned, because my parents are no longer with us, so it's my duty to teach them how to grow and farm on this beautiful land. Thank you.